Alright, gang. I know some of you guys are wondering how to address some of these cross-cutting concerns that you're having. So I'm going to show you how to do that really simply in Jigy Generator. Let's go over to the documentation and let's look for the admin interceptor. Here we go. Okay, now so this is what we use for cross-cutting concerns inside of a Jigy generated project. So let's go to NetBeans, and we already have a project, test file uploads, and this is from our file upload tutorial. So we still have that project. So let's dig into that project right here. Now we're gonna go over to the JSP folder, because the way that we're gonna do this is I'm gonna create a new JSP and I'm gonna show you that I can get to it. And then I'm gonna show you how to protect it, because protecting pages is one of the main cross-cutting concerns that you have. So I'm creating a new page here, a new JSP, and I'm just gonna call it page 2 just for simplicity. Page 2, and let's say finish. Okay. Now in order for this page to display though, I have to have a display method for it. So I'm going to go under controllers and go to the display controller. And I'm going to make a method for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy and paste this index, this display index method, and change it to suit my purposes. So what I want to do is display page 2. So I'm going to change the mapping to display page 2. Now this is Spring, so if you guys don't know Spring, go study up on it. But this is just simple Spring right here. Let's make our method name the same thing. Let's change our return to a string, and then get rid of this, and we're just gonna say return page 2. This is just telling it to look for a JSP under JSP folder name page 2 and display it when this mapping gets called. Okay. So let's save this, and then we're gonna copy that mapping, and let's go over to the browser and see if we can display that page that we just made, that new JSP, page2.jsp. Here we go. Our application is running. Here we go right here. Let's paste it. Boom. Display page2.html. Enter. Hello world. Okay, so our page 2 displayed, right? Now I'm going to show you how to protect this page. This is a cross-cutting concern in all applications that have login. You want to be able to protect pages when users aren't logged in. You don't want them to be able to, for instance, get to their profile page, right? So what this code does is it checks the servlet path, that URL, and it looks for, does it end with profile.html? So what we're going to do is we're going to say, hey, does this servlet path end with display page2.html? So let's grab this, display page2.html, and we're going to paste it in here. So if that servlet path ends with display.html, it's going to come inside of this if statement, and it's going to say, hey, if the user is not logged in, then let's redirect them to the login page. But we don't have a login page, right? So let's just redirect them to the index page. And then we're going to return false. That means stop processing this request right now and redirect them. So we saved that. Okay, so hey, we're gonna redirect into the index page, so let's go see if it works. Okay, let's see if we can get to it now. Display page2.html. Enter. We couldn't get to it this time. You see, check out the URL bar, index.html. It redirected us to index.html when we tried to get to display page, when we tried to get to page 2. And that's because we're not logged in. There's no user object in session. And that's what that helpful.is user logged in does. It looks for a user object in your session. That means an object in session with a key, with the key user. And this is in our pre-handle method when we're doing this. And in the pre-handle method, what you're able to do is perform processing prior to that request reaching your controller. Now you also have the post handle method in Admin Interceptor, and you have the after completion method. These allow you to, post handle allows you to perform processing after the controller has processed it, and after completion allows you to do processing after the page has been rendered. Look, this is a very, very, very powerful tool for addressing all of your cross-cutting concerns inside of your application. Concerns that, things that don't follow that normal request response processing flow, but it cuts across it. This is the best way to do it, and it's automatically configured and enabled inside of your Jigy Generator application. Please go to getjigy.com and donate so that we can get this thing Eclipse compatible. All right, take care.